they'll do with you as you do with them, good or bad. It's like a business, give and take. I give you this much, you give me that much, and whatever the deal is. Some of us, I'm sure, have experienced this, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. There's a wedding happening, a friend's daughter, sister, whatever, our friend itself getting married. And somebody in the house says, well, when my daughter got married, what did they give for gift? Was it $250 or $350? Yeah, I have a list. I have a list. So let's look at that and then accordingly we'll give.
Yeah, we will give.
Right? Okay, so that is the first kind of. The second kind of relationship is, I will love you whether you love me back or not. If you ignore me, that's fine, but my love for you is unconditional. And the practical example we see is parent-child. Child may not appreciate the affection, love given by the parents. Child may ignore it, but parents don't stop loving the child. So that's the second kind. The third kind is, you can love me all you want, but I will ignore it. Sorry, I just need to see something. So they're saying, okay, in those three kinds, the third kind, there's some further categories, 4 categories in the third kind, which is, I love you, but you don't reciprocate. Right? So the first kind in that is what's known as Atmaram. Atmaram means self-satisfied. I have no needs. I got everything I need. I'm totally satisfied. I don't care for anything else. And Krishna is Atmaram. Second is what's known as Aptakam, which means I have desires. Do you need to eat before the go? Do you need to eat before the go? Like Vedam Prashad?
No,
Oh, I see. Okay. So I have desires, but they are always satisfied. So even if you can do something for me, not interested. Third is what's known as Akritatya. Means basically ungrateful. And fourth is called Guru Druha, which means you can love me all you want, but I will not only not reciprocate, but I will actually be your enemy, no matter what. So they explain all that to Krishna and they say, Krishna, please tell us which one are you?
Can you recap the 4 again, please, sir?
And second.
Can you recap the 4 again?
I'll go back all the way. So on that day, when she went, Krishna started playing flute. That back?
Recap the last 4.
So 3 kinds.
In the third kind there are 4.
Correct. So the third kind was, I'm not grateful. You can love me all you want. Right? So in this third kind, there are 4 categories. One is called Atmaram, which is, I am self-satisfied. I have no desires, I have no needs. I'm happy with, because everything is my need. So that's one. Second is called Aptakam, which is I have desires, but they have all been satisfied. So I don't need your love, I don't need anything from you. You can love me all you want, but I'm not going to reciprocate. Third is, I'm ungrateful. I'm simply ungrateful. You can do whatever you want from me, but I'm not going to be grateful to you for, or thank you for doing this or doing that. It's like, why did you do that? And fourth is called Guru Druha, which means not only will I not appreciate what you do for me, I'll actually become your enemy if you start doing things for me. And then they say, okay, Krishna, you tell us, which kind are you? And they really were hoping Krishna would say, well, I'm the ungrateful kind because you do so much for me, you give up your life for me, and I don't do anything back for you. But Krishna said, you gopis are amazing. You have given up everything for me. In Bhagavad Gita later on, Krishna says, Sarvadhamana Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam. Give up all varieties of religion and your prescribed duties, you surrender to me. He said, you have surpassed all that. I mean, gopis, their duties were towards their husbands, towards the society, towards their in-laws, towards their children, towards their parents. They gave it all up. None of this matters. Why? There is a higher principle of serving, pleasing Krishna. So it's not only that. You don't want anything for yourself. Your happiness comes from giving me pleasure. So I cannot give you pleasure. Because the only thing that gives you pleasure is my pleasure. So unless I give me pleasure, you don't get pleasure. So I'm Supreme Personality of Godhead. I can solve all problems, I'm all cognizant, I'm the smartest, most knowledgeable, on and on and on, but I'm stumped. I don't know what to do for you. So then, and I wrote down this quote because I didn't want to say it in my words, but I'll read it to you. He says, actually, I'm unable to repay my debt for your service to me even with the prolonged life of Brahma. Because you have given up everything for me. You have given up family ties, which are so difficult to break. You have given up the dictates of the world, of the Vedas, and of your relatives. You have forsaken everything for my sake, which I could not do for you. You have given up all other relationships for me, but I could not do that for you. I still have my father and mother and friends. You came running out of your houses in the middle of the night, but I sneak out and return in the morning so that no one catches me. But you, with complete abandon, have come to me without any consideration of the consequences. And I have so many devotees with whom I reciprocate. Devotees in Madhurya Rasa, in Vatsalya Rasa, in Sakya Rasa, in Dasya Rasa, and in Shanta Rasa. I also reciprocate with the sadhakas in the material world who are struggling and trying to become devotees. I reciprocate with everyone who approaches me, but you love only me. So I cannot equal your love. I admit it. I can never repay my debt to you, he concluded. I am defeated by your love. Krishna sat down on his knees, tears in his eyes, hands folded. Please forgive me. And he said, let your service be your reward because I'm unable to reward you for your service. That's when the gopis realized that we wanted to defeat Krishna. But again, this Krishna has defeated us, but he's given us what we wanted, is our victory by accepting his defeat. So then they all stood up, and then the rest of the dance started. It went on for 4.3 million years. So this is that dance that's going to happen on 24th of October this year. And it's a custom, at least in my house, I don't know if other places, we make kheer and we put it outside. It is said that the nectar comes from the moon and goes in the kheer next morning, even before you have brushed your teeth, you're supposed to eat. And actually, it does taste amazing. So you try this time if you haven't done this before.
But we want to, we have to offer them the key to the Lord too.
No, you don't.
The moon is already come in the
Is being offered to the Lord when you put it outside.
yeah, that's
Yeah. It is being offered to the Lord and the gopis. at that time.
Nowadays makes it so good. It's very good for asthmatic people if they eat it early in the morning before sunrise. That day. This is
So that is probably 23rd midnight.
24.
24th midnight.
24th.
The midnight of 24th.
8 बजे से रख देना प्रभु बात.
Just cover it, make sure like with like a
Jar.
jar or something like that, so that you don't get mosquitoes or things like that. Other than that time there's no mosquitoes, but still. Other than that, just leave it there and next morning. When everybody gets up before you brush, have a spoon.
Prabhuji, that is never I have a taste in Vrindavan special. They give in the morning time in the
Yes.
so not to the doni.
Just one, yeah. So that
If you finish, Prabhuji, they said in Vrindavan, the gopis, this gopi's soul was there when they were dancing with the Krishna. Gopis, they are in their home. And every family, they're thinking gopis at home. They are doing in service what they are doing to serve the children and serve the parents, laws or whatever. But the soul is there with the Krishna, the Ras Leela is going on. That is, you know.
So Mataji, what you're talking about is these gopis, especially those who are eternally liberated, they cannot be touched by anybody other than Krishna. But in order to create the Parakiya mood, which is the lover-beloved mood, not married, Yogamaya arranged for the marriages of these gopis, but she made shadow gopis, duplicates. Because these duplicates who got married, the real ones did not. They were hidden until they come back to Krishna, and then the real ones would have the dance and their pastimes with Krishna. So it's not soul, it's the real ones. So the whole body and everything. They will do that. And the fake ones will either remain, or sometimes even the fake ones disappeared and you thought that no, they have actually left the home.